Yes. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Maya.
I believe you are live, and maybe.
Oh, of course we're live. Of course we're live. Now the sneezing starts. Happy Saturday, everybody.
I just have to. No, that's not the one. Let me see. That's. I just have to. Hi, Indigo. Okay. Yeah. So sorry we're late, but we were actually waiting for. Hi, Monica and Irish Mart. We were
Ah,
waiting. We were waiting for Brad. He was supposed to be here, but he may be he's overslept or whatever. We'll see if he pops up at one point. How's the sound? The sound okay?
check, check, check.
Testing, testing. Okay. How's sounds good? Okay. How's the cat? No, sorry.
Oh, the cat's a menace today. What a week.
Yeah.
We made it to the weekend, though.
I think we need some painting.
I think we need some painting, too. Oh, I got the big paintings out here, but I am, it's always good to get a warm up.
Yeah. I did okay, let's see. There is so squeaky. I'm so sorry.
So, how is everybody out there? You can either slide over and see what's going on in the chat. Well, you guys are
Right.
rocking this morning.
Monica says if you survive this week, you can survive anything.
Oh, it is January. January is always a bit of a ride on the old struggle bus.
Yeah. So yeah, Indigo. I had something planned in my head, but now I actually forgot what it was. I think even I prepared something, but now I can find it, and I don't even remember what I'm looking for. What was I?
Was it swatching?
Yeah, no.
Possibly swatching.
I've been.
Lucy, hello.
Hi, Lucy. Oh, you're in England today. Cool.
Oh,
How's
business stuff.
how is things in England? I bet the weather is kind of nicer than you at home.
All right, get that out of the way. Oh,
You know, I really want. What can I? I want to I want to get messy. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jan.
Hi.
Hi, good morning. Good to see you. Hi. There's such chaos going on here. Maybe get this. Mm. I've been working on the some cotton paper that I got from Jerry's Artorama, and guess we can. I'm kind of sliding, but I can either see Maya or I can see the chat. So I'm gonna see what Maya's up to here for a moment. Yeah.
You can probably just see the chat. I'm not doing anything exciting.
Well, I kind of need to see what I'm doing too to keep it in frame for everybody also. But I
Oh,
I
okay.
ordered
Okay. Yes.
I ordered a little block of cotton. One, it says on the label 100% cotton watercolor block, New York Central Art Supply, and this is Jerry's Artorama. I think is actually New York Central Art Supply, and not in New York. Made in China. So opened it up, and the first page had some scuffs on the paper over here. So immediately not super thrilled with that. But the break in the gluing is it's on the bottom, so that's a little bit easier to access when you take the first sheet of paper off the block. So my first impression of it was that the saturation of the color looked kind of dull, but once it's dried down, it's kind of velvety, and it was under $10 for 20 sheets of 140-pound hot pressed, acid free. Yeah, I don't know. I think next. I don't think I'll reorder it. Thumbs. And
Yeah. Well, well. It's nice to be able to buy like a small block, so you can, because that's the problem. Like cotton paper isn't cotton paper necessarily, or like you have to try it like this paper from Hanmuli, and and it's thick, very thick, and I was kind of hoping I would like it, but I really don't like it. So I'm kind of trying to just use it up.
yeah, I think it's like January, vaguely dissatisfied. It's just, it's not. It's. I mean, I've got I've got paint and I got paper, so of course the baseline
We're
is
happy as long as we
happy.
have some paper and paint. We're happy.
That's
Well,
right.
Lucy, she saw the sun for several days, and she probably haven't seen the sun for just almost as long ago. Like, yeah, she lives a little bit south of me, so, and now she's in England and she's seen the sun.
Ah, do, 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 do,
She went to
do.
Wakehurst Botanical Garden. Is that no? Because I've seen a what's his name? My hero, David Attenborough. He did something about like flowers and whatever, something. And
They're quite big on gardens in England.
yeah, and he went to this, it, yeah, huge, beautiful botanical garden, and
Do, 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 do.
I want to go. Oh, there's
You want to go? You want
there,
to go to there?
yeah, the Runnick
Yeah.
workshop. I can't stay. Just wanted to pop. Is that someone you know, Janelle?
Who's that? Let's take a look.
The Runnick. workshop.
Yes, that's one of my new subscribers, the Runic
I
Workshop, doing
Yeah,
some
I probably I kind of
absolutely
figured.
beautiful table. That table is absolutely gorgeous. Woodworker, artisan, yeah, all kinds of wonderful stuff coming from that channel. So yeah,
Yeah,
people want to.
you have dived into the like lure
I
making
did.
and the
I
works and woodwork and yeah, like Dan the man.
I did. I branched out to just see what other people were up to and try to get more arty crafty people in my world. And it's been a good couple of weeks. Met a lot of new
Yeah,
friends and just saw some really inspiring things. So yeah, Runic Workshop's got all kinds of cool stuff going on. So if anyone wants to go I recommend checking out that channel. So good to see you. Thank you for the hello, and I'll see you. I hope I see you over at Dan K's a little bit later today. It is Saturday.
yeah.
That's
He's
hang out with Dan Day.
yeah. Dan, he's kicking it.
Yes, that's so exciting to see his channel just go taking off like that.
Yeah,
I
he's like your baby. Like kind
Oh
of
well, I
he,
just he
was
was
big. Yeah,
he was perched, and all I did was just say, "Hey, buddy, you got some wings, go ahead and try. Go ahead and flap
yeah.
them a
That
little
yeah.
bit."
I didn't mean. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I do indeed, and
And
it's
I
one of
was
my
like,
joys.
and yeah, I was in the chat too. So I like asked, and he was there, and we kind of sure of course you can. Yes, you
There she
can.
goes. There she goes. She's enabling them to live stream. So
Right?
I won't, if somebody's going to share their art and their enthusiasm for making things, I am going to I'm going to just go, fly, little
Yeah.
birds. Fly. So it's just,
Oh yeah, I'm here
Auntie,
for it.
Auntie Janelle is just like, if there's something that I get to do in the world, I didn't have a chance to have kids. I don't have children, and I I we have a little family disconnection going on where I haven't seen my niece, who is now 19, since she was 4 years old. And I thought when she came along, I was like, I'm going to get some of this, out of my system. And I think I'm a little bit thwarted that way. So I guess if I leave the world with more artists sharing their art, it kind of maybe that'll meet that urge to not mother exactly, but just foster things that are good in the world. So
Yeah, and encourage people to do what they want to do, uh, and sharing their art no matter what, because art is so healing and it's so inspiring, and it can be it's so
well,
it's a
you're
good
not,
thing. It's a good thing to share, and it's a good thing to do. If you enjoy doing it, you should do it and share it. And yeah,
and people aren't out tearing the world down when they're busy making stuff. It's just gets our energy maybe directed in a more productive way. So I I I think there's a lot of things you can spend your time on, and you could take up knitting or you could take up fighting, and I would rather see people take up knitting or painting or um,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
just being decent.
yeah. I would, yeah, painting, knitting, or crocheting, or woodwork, or whatever is always better than fighting, I think.
Yeah, Yep.
What like instead of war, why couldn't like everyone just knit or crochet? Like you see all the soldiers sitting around and crocheting and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Because sensible women of our sensible years are not in charge of that stuff. I think that's the problem so far.
yeah.
Maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. Fumble, fumble, fumble. Alrighty. Well, I had swatches. I got new palettes. I got a whole box of art supplies since I've hung out with you guys last, and managed to pick up again that New York Central Art Supply. Um, the palette that holds 24 seems pretty much on par with the Lucas one that came with paint. So um, then just as we do, sorting out the paint and then swatching things, and um, so that's kind of a pleasure to come to the workbench and have everything. The workbench is probably ready to go. Clearly, you can see I'm not always ready to go, but um, yeah. So just taking a minute to kind of take it all in. But I've we got some new paint over here. Um, lapis lazuli. It's made out of blue lapis, and some made out of turquoise, and some made out of jadeite and rhodonite. And I went heavy on the Primatech paints, and it beautiful rhodonite is this beautiful pink. And Maya, I think you got some new paints this week too. And right? Did you get new paints?
I I may or may not have gotten some paint. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's we've got somebody in the chat there, Maya.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So indigo is. I agree. I'm excited to start putting pieces together for a project for my personal channel. Yes. I love
Yeah.
creating stories. Writing is a form of.
Yeah. Uh, that was exactly the pause I had there, Jamie. So as long as you behave, and everybody's really kind and cool around here. So, and I'm assuming that's a Game
Yeah.
of Thrones reference. So just yeah.
Yeah. Just to be like no.
Ah. Oh. Okay. All right. Uh.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you self delete that last one, and everything's cool. Just wait a second. Can there we go. Hello, welcome back, friend. It's all good.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I was like, there was a
Sorry.
vibe, and I was like, I'm not going to tube this like right away because there's been a little bit of that shuffle going on. So um, we've we just give me a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, just to
Yes,
be clear, like no bullshit, and yeah, I understand. But
no,
just like if there
no,
is
that
someone who wants to make up some bullshit, You're out of here.
yeah,
I've
we've got
never
both.
like it. It would actually be a quite exciting because I've never like kicked someone out. like block them completely. So that would be kind of exciting for me. But yeah, but I would rather. I don't need excitement. I need chill.
I know you
So
get the opportunity on my channel like for about a microsecond before my finger just goes up and goes bloop and no. So
yeah, but
um
you stream like you had the vertical stream thing going on, and I don't. So
yeah, it's a little wild. Also,
okay, yeah, okay.
you guys have, we've met me. We know what goes on there. Um, ah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see.
yeah. We'll stop outing things right now.
No. Yeah. No. No outing. No outing. We
Yeah,
don't.
I'm gonna do that too because um yeah, we're all good. We're good. Oh, except now my phone. Maya, was it? It was 10 minutes. Was it 7 minutes?
I said
Um,
7 minutes. Or 10 minutes, but maybe no. It's more. Oh,
uh,
that's 20 minutes. So and I haven't done anything. I'm sorry. I am. You know, today I want to make a bit of a mess. So I'm going to. I think I will try some soft pastels. Oh, did we lose her? Oh, the phone. Yeah, paper is disappointing. Yeah, the paper is a big deal. Okay, well, I guess we lost her. I guess it's just you and me. She will be back. She has some kind of StreamYard argument going on, so you have another another you have even like one more glass cutter. Hi Dan, there's Dan the man. The problem with doing pastels when I'm doing the live is that my hand gets so messy that I can't. Can I touch my mouse? Uh, my computer mouse. Yeah, and welcome back.
am I back? Am I back?
You are back.
All righty. We've got the.
So yeah, I will try because I did get a couple of new stuff, and this like this is my so I kind of cut them up so I have pieces of them in here. And to
Holy
people who don't
cats!
what
I have art supply envy. Just
why?
have a little box.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you are like making art with soft pastel, this may it like for people who don't use soft pastels, this may look, oh yeah, that's a lot. But for people who actually like use soft, oh my god, there's so many. Oh, yeah. So this is nothing. But I did get some new, some like fun ones. Um, that I kind of, but I'm not sure how to work on the black paper. So this is kind of a maybe just a test as usual. God, I
So,
feel so unprepared. I'm so sorry.
well, you know. Okay, so we've
Maybe the
let's
gray
just
paper. Yeah,
diagram.
let me
Let
go. I get the I'll get the gray paper. Hang on.
Okay, and I'll turn this sheet over, get some white paper, and um, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just see what. Sometimes it's just not always easy to get stuck in with it. Hi, Pondfish. Hey, did I see Dan K roll through here? Hey, Dan K. Happy Saturday. Looking forward to your elegant woodcraft. Will be will be. I hope it's Saturday. That means head out to the workshop with Dan. So yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. So I've got this little set of um pastels, and I'm just not even um I'm really not even sure what I have here. Whether it's I've used them before. They're pretty chalky, and as you can see, I picked them up at a thrift store for $1, and they originally came from Bimart for $3.47. So I'm guessing they'd be like, fairly student grade things. But for $1, I mean, how do you resist this lovely little box of pastels? So, um, Alpha Color by Weber Costello, which is an American. I mean, I think about pencils and just your basic art supplies there. So, yeah. So, and looks a bit to me like sunflowers. So, maybe I will just start in. Oh, you guys.
I just have to see how it turns, like how it shows up on the. Um,
Uh, there is something kind of satisfying about getting your hands in it, though, isn't there? I'm not hating it.
yeah,
I was
I
hating it before I picked it up, and then I went like, okay, maybe I can live with this.
I love getting dirty. But when I say it like that, it sound it yeah
It sounded a little.
um yeah. But um get your hands like I at one point I was painting with like acrylic and using my fingers, and oh my god, it's so fun. It's
Do you
mm,
in school? Did you have finger paint as a kid?
uh, n-
It's kind of a
mm,
jelly kind of a paint, and the paper is almost like a piece of.
oh
It's
no.
kind of slippery, and the kids would put their hands in it,
It,
and it just
no,
comes in. Uh,
no, sorry. Uh, oh, wait, I have to go and get my trash can also. Jesus.
it's fumbling through the art supplies with Janelle and Maya. Yeah. So I mean, part of the charm of us, right, is that we're just kind of coming to the workbench sort of fresh, and the struggles are part of it. And one of my complaints about social media is that there's a lot of setups. There's like these beautiful flat lays, and everything's the perfect light and the perfect fingernails. I swear, um, every time I see one of those, it's beautiful art, and then the gal comes on with the nail art. I just go, not interested. Do not show me that channel again. I'm not here for the manicure. I'm here for but you show up with some fingers that look like they've been in the art a bit, and I'll probably hang out a bit. I'll look and see what you're doing. But that artificial image of uh, it's just not the reality. And I think when we start seeing too many images that are falsified like that are just somebody that is, I don't know if they're chasing the clicks or the likes or whatever, but I think it can be discouraging rather than inspiring. So if you're a little bit comforted by the way we hit the workbench and we bumble through it, um, then my job is done. Yeah, yeah. So that's I won't speak for Maya, because she's got a different thing. But that's what I hope to bring to people is just maybe a little bit more of a just a real experience of what it's like. Yeah, Indigo says writing is much the same. It doesn't come out the way I want. Sometimes the story takes a while to craft. Exactly, and a couple of edits. Always takes a couple of edits. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty with like writing on a computer, that you can just, and also like doing art, like digital art. That's uh,
Oh, I used to love doing that when I had my computer set up. I could just spend hours
yeah.
doing it.
I I never really gotten quite into the like the digital art. I did get like I got a new what's the name, iPad, so I could use Procreate, and yeah, and
Procreate. That sounds. Oh
yeah,
dear.
and it's it's fun, but it's it's not it's not the same, not like even not even close. The thing that's nice, that you can just hit like return, like the like return if you do something, like oops, no, that's not uh, that was not
Oh
what I
yeah.
was looking for, and you can just like hit
Revert,
going
revert,
back.
revert. Like
Yeah,
the back button. Oh, I do.
yeah,
Don't you wish there was a back button sometimes on the paper right in front of you?
yeah, yeah, sometimes, but still.
Oh, Indigo. I used to. I worked for a while after I. Let's see. Make the long stupid. Roll the octopus up into a ball and tell the story. In the year that after I had the bone tumor break my leg, I was in a wheelchair and I was kind of spending my time rehabbing and um, trying to find work to do. And I was working as a plot doctor, sort of an editor, not a red pen editor, but I helped authors to craft their stories. And one of the authors I was working with just had a terrible time with the characters, and I would I would have him write the character go into a bar and just have introductions, like have sometimes other characters can tell you things you need to know about your story too. But one of the many 27,000 things I haven't yet talked about with people, but yeah.
Yeah, do you have kind of done like just about everything? It's like, oh, geez, Louise, did you?
Well, it was something that used the lawyering skills. I mean, if you think about how you put together a trial, right? You figure out who's important and who isn't, and you figure out what they know and what isn't relevant to the story, and you start them at the beginning, and you have some place you want to go, and when you put together a trial notebook, it's what are the pieces that are relevant, what's irrelevant. So in editing and plot doctoring, especially plot doctoring, I mean, I just remember this manuscript when I got it, and it had chapters and chapters that didn't inform the story. And as a writer, you get very attached to your writing, especially if you've got something that's um, a beautifully phrased, and you get attached to it. And
Yeah.
so sometimes having an editor say, "Well, that's great, but let's pull that out. We'll use it for another story." And because I would never say just throw that away. I would just say we're going to pull that out and use it for something else, and that made it a little bit easier for the authors. But you also, like, if you have somebody come in and you make the reader spend a chapter and a half learning their name and all these things about them, and then it turns out they're Paul the bartender. It's like, stop it. Paul doesn't get a name, right? You go in, you get in the story, you go into the thing, you get the beer, you drink the beer.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
Okay. Let's see who's here.
there's
Yeah.
Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Hear me? Brad.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, it's been one of those days. It turns out that I completely messed up with time zones and everything else. I know that there's only a 1 hour difference between yourself and me, Maya, but it turns out that I'm that daft on a Saturday that I have messed that up. So I do apologise. How are you both?
We have been waiting for you, but so now we're good. Now we're.
Have you not been watching? I'm fully discombobulated.
Yeah, I was completely thrown off that. Like, what? He doesn't show up. What's happening?
No, it's entirely my fault. It's entirely my fault. I am very sorry. How's the sound quality, by the way?
You're overdriving us a little bit, I think. It seems like Brad's volume is higher than ours, but the chat will tell us.
Yeah, how's the sound?
Sound check. Check.
Testing.
Testing. Hopefully, I'm not making.
Yeah, if Brad could,
you have to talk. Brad, talk.
Say words.
Normal.
Words.
Like, yeah,
words.
get off your mic just a little bit.
No.
Is that any better?
A little bit.
Yeah.
So
I don't have my
stuff that we were like the fifth. Like, come early so we can sort this stuff out. So next time we'll all get coordinated a little bit better. Next time it'll always be a little bit better.
So I'm the irresponsible one. I'm the one that messed it up, and I take full responsibility.
Okay.
Hi, Marla.
Anyway,
are you good now? Is that out of the way? Because we don't.
I believe so.
Okay, good. Good. No punitive art streams, really. We don't even want to see any self-flagellation. We just want to see you show up and shuffle some art supplies around for 45 minutes and then think about doing some art. It's good enough. It's a very bye, Dan. Thanks for being here, Dan.
Oh, bye.
Yadira.
Yeah, no, I was I was thrown off, like, because my plan was to hide behind you two so I could like figure out what I was going to do, but then Brad didn't show up and I was like, oh no, now I have to talk with Janelle and kind of figure it out what I'm going to do at the same time. And so yeah,
Look what I got.
And not that I didn't want to talk to Janelle, but I have to then figure out what to do at the same time. Oh, hi, Adira.
Janelle, did you see this?
I can either see the chat or I can,
color wheel.
Oh, you got a color wheel. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
So did you use it?
Hang on.
You tried it? Tried it. Like you're like.
No, I haven't had a chance to yet, but I made a point of buying it. It cost me about £5 or something, but I bought it because I knew that if I didn't, I would get it told off by you two.
Yeah.
Told off?
Oh, yeah.
That's harsh.
But I was also given this.
What's that? You have to tell us what's.
Oh, it's a pen that you can feed wire through, and
Oh,
it's like
like a.
it's like a 3D printer type
Cool.
thing. Apparently,
Yes. Did you make anything?
I haven't yet. No, I was planning
What?
planning to do something on this live, but because I'm so late and disorganized, I don't think that will work today. But that's okay. So I'm going to see what I can dig up to draw.
Now I want my charcoal pencils. Recording kids with me today.
I am not a soft pastel artist at all. I'm almost like I've done very little with soft pastels, and it probably show. And the paper, it's not soft. It's not soft pastel paper either. So, but what the heck?
Blurg, StreamYard.
Oh, yeah. You're not. You're not. You have some kind of argument to StreamYard, right? Wait, is Pondfish here? Did I see Pondfish? Yeah. Hi,
Oh yes,
Pondfish.
Bonfish.
Oh, I saw it.
I saw your
Yeah.
art earlier. Really cool.
Thank you.
So, as some of you, well, you two specifically, as in Maya and Janelle, are aware, I have been suffering over the last few weeks with my mental health, and as a result, I have been not online very often. So, that's okay. That's just the way my life is, unfortunately. But what I wanted to say was that I haven't been able to do any drawing. I just haven't had I haven't had the ability to do it mentally for some reason. So I'm just going to be starting with some very simple sketches while I'm here, and
Yeah.
just keep it simple. Okay. So don't expect miracles. Not that you get them anyway from me, but it's going to be simple.
You do whatever you want. Oh, yeah.
Have we lost
I say,
Janelle?
I say, I want it messy, but when it start to get messy, I get like, ooh.
I don't know what's going on. The lighting situation here isn't ideal, so I am sorry. Those of you who don't know, I'm not actually where I normally live. I'm actually away at the moment, which is I don't have access to my normal streaming setup, which is why things don't look as organized or as crisp as they normally would be, if that makes sense. So apologies.
We are not so.
I'm sure you're not that worried.
Yeah, I don't even know the English word, but we don't have high expectations. If that no, I don't know. So that maybe was what sounded. Yeah. Hi, Shoto.
So how is
Oh,
everyone
okay.
in chat? Welcome back.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I
We
growled.
we missed you.
I'm growling at StreamYard. I don't know why it cooks my phone so hard. It just really just. I mean, within minutes, and I've got the case peeled off. I've got the phone literally banded to a cold pack, and yeah, it just feels like when I've got StreamYard going that it is just making my phone do all kinds of things, and I just wonder how much plundering it's doing while I'm trying to live stream. I'm suspicious.
It's funny you say that because every time I've used StreamYard on my phone, it's been fine. Never had a problem.
Yeah.
Pretty much every time I use StreamYard, I have a problem.
I wonder if it's StreamYard just doesn't like you personally for some reason.
It is that way today.
Does it feel like that?
Well, because I said, look, I was already on the cold pack, and as soon as I take the case off the phone, then it's, like a slippery baby eel. So, just trying to art, man. Just trying to bring
glue?
it
Now, don't you have glue? Super glue? Just glue the sucker to the...
I use duct tape.
No, don't glue. Don't glue.
Do not recommend.
Yeah.
I think
What
that
about
might
liquid?
be.
What about liquid nitrogen?
Yeah. What about Restream?
Yeah, I think we have to try Restream next time.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe just show and tell with art supplies. I am not. I need to. How do I have so many art supplies? I just found this in my extra art supplies. It's a whole set in this nice tin. And looking at these pencils, I know I've never even used them. What's wrong with me? I'm broken.
What? You're never going to use them?
But
They're great.
I think I don't know how many years I've had this. So yeah, word to the young out there. If you get art supplies, tuck into them and use them, because otherwise you'll end up in your 60s going, "Where's this come from?" Yeah.
But it can be kind of fun to like find stuff that you're like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? That's I don't hate that.
I suspect it's nice to find that you have art supplies that you've not seen before or don't remember buying.
Yeah, right. It's like going shopping and like it's free.
Well, I remember the person who gave those to me quite fondly, so I guess quite nostalgic.
Monica, she says it's okay, Brad. I send a small hug from Norway.
That's very kind, thank you.
Say it's difficult, it's great, and you are not alone in that. January sucks, but I'm knitting a dog sweater and waiting for spring. Yeah. Julie, hi. You, it's a view.
I think there's more daylight. Like there for a while, when I woke up, it was dark, and I would wake up and go, the clock says it's morning, but it sure looks like night. And I've noticed in the last week, like it's just a little bit brighter outside, just a little bit. So maybe we're working our way through it.
It's been dark when I've gone for work every day now for a very long time.
Yeah. Sure has.
Yeah.
Yeah, mental health is a bit of a pain in the butt at times. I don't even think it's a winter thing either. It's a combination of other things as well. But it's just it's just my life, isn't it? You know, it's just the way it has to be for me. Fortunately.
Yeah. Yeah. I've
So
I've struggled with depression since I mean always probably was even as a child going through depression. And it just if you can stick it out, it usually lifts. It um it can also be like part of autism to have these cycles of burnout.
mm, yeah, it's possible. One day I'll figure it all out eventually.
Well, let me know when you do, because I sure haven't.
Mm.
But if you know that like you have depression and well, I've been depressed too, and but if you know like yeah, well, I know it's hard now, but it will if I like speak it out, it will get better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see, I'm fine with that. I mean, I completely understand that it's just one of those things. I'm not, I'm not worried about getting through it or anything. I know I will. It's just frustration, I guess, more than anything else, because it just makes me a difficult person to be around at times.
Yeah. So, what if any steps are you taking to get through it?
Oh, lots of happy pills. Although I would love to be in a position where I didn't have to take pills. I do, and they're great. Uh, it'd be nice to be able to not really have to rely on that, I guess. I'm hoping that with if I am in a position where I am able to get that service dog eventually, then I'm hoping at that point I will be much less reliant on medication because I'll actually have a physical um, dog that will be able to help me with my anxiety. You know, that's kind of what I'm hoping.
Yeah,
Janelle, have you seen, and Maya, have you seen these? These uni pens,
yeah,
fine lines.
yeah.
I don't know if I told you I got one that's a brush.
Um, yeah, I think you.
So cool. I don't know whether I should use this on this or not.
Use all the art supplies. Don't save
Yeah.
them. Use them.
Just use. Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what I did buy though. I bought another one of these because my other one was getting a bit knackered. So I bought a new one of
Uh,
those.
What is it?
Is it the one to put on the when you do the ink thing? Yeah, right.
Yeah, my nibs. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna work out which nib I want because I have no idea. Come on. That's the one I wanted. Lovely jubbly. Oh, guess what? Guess what? I have just watched probably the most amazing and profound podcast I've ever seen.
Oh,
Yep, and it's called the telepathy tapes.
okay.
and it's about extremely disabled, autistic children mainly, but also adults who have non-verbal, and they use their because they're non-verbal. Best way to explain it is that their extreme form of dyslexia comes alongside with another condition. I've forgotten the name of it, but it has the effect of not allowing them the control of their body, and in many cases they don't feel their own body. They don't even know it's present.
Wow.
So if you can imagine that it's almost like an out-of-body experience, but constant. And the one of the, I guess, not even necessarily a side effects, but one of the things that happens with that is that these children who are so-called they're non-verbal, but the society has labeled them as unable to learn, unable to have any useful enjoyment of life or anything like that. But in fact, if they learn how to communicate with this technique of spelling, which is, it's called spelling, but it's a way of communicating with the use of I guess just like any old pencil or pen or something, and they have like a board with all letters, and they just poke the pen or pencil through that, for whatever hole it is. They can communicate that way. By using that technique, it takes them a while to learn it, because remember, they don't have any concept of their physical body being there, so it takes them a while. But once they get the hang of this, it turns out that every single severely autistic person that is non-verbal is actually very, very intelligent and very capable of learning.
Yeah.
But because they are treated as if they can't, they are completely overlooked by society. And the person that's doing this podcast is trying to actually change the paradigm so that society is aware of these people's extremely you've heard of savants before, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
She's trying to get the this particular condition or this situation, or the difficulty is because they actually show telepathic abilities. Okay. And it seems, from my, I guess, limited knowledge, and I haven't researched it enough to be sure, but it seems like it's legitimate, and it seems like that these people do have actual telepathic abilities. Now, because modern science said that that's not possible, the children themselves are, or rather the whole spelling situation is considered wrong, and they shouldn't be doing it or shouldn't be using it. So the actual form of communication that they have, that they're able to use, is considered in fact in America it's actually
Brad, can you check the private messages?
Oh, of course. Hang on. Back off the mic. Is that better? I think. Is that better?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hang on. Let me try
something. Halfway to better. It's an improvement.
Let me try something slightly. Okay, is that any better?
Oh gosh, no,
No, that's not bad.
no.
How
I
about
think if you can use the headset, but just get the mic further away, because I don't know what it's doing on the
that? Okay, how about that? Try that. Try that. Any good?
For me, it's good.
It's better. It's
Yeah,
not as crisp, but it's not as crisp. But I was getting a lot of metallic sounds that were.
yeah. I am sorry. It could be that my girlfriend is currently washing up and she's close to me. So anyway, where
No,
was I?
it's not that. It's an artifact in your miking system that we. Yeah, we'll have to be backstage and just work through this at some point to get it, because I know we can get it figured out. But
Yeah, I am sorry. So
it's okay. So,
um,
Tony's witchy art and craft. Hi there.
hello, Tony. Tony, welcome in.
I think it's a new subscriber to you, maybe. Oh,
Oh,
Brad, you're not streaming to your channel?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, because I was so late, so I didn't want to delay any longer. But it's okay.
Yeah. So, Tony, which channel are you subscribing to? Janelle Art or Maya?
Yes. No, she's over in your.
Over my chat. Well, welcome
Yes.
to my channel. Today I'm streaming with a couple of friends, and we're just trying to get ourselves warmed up and do a little bit of get in the arty groove. So sometimes that's what we do here.
And it's a while.
Autism.
It's been a while since we streamed. Like, so.
Yeah. No, since before
We just have to get our
Christmas,
shit
so.
together, and yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Goodness.
Okay.
I don't know. That background sound is a lot now. Just
Yeah.
if your mic setup that you had, but somehow just like either turn the volume down on it, because it just sounds like it's overriding Maya and me. And in order to hear Maya, yours is like just blowing my ears out. So, I don't know. There's always sorting. There's always some technical difficulties. There's always some art supplies. There's always as much patience.
I'm just going to keep it muted unless I need to say something.
Okay. Maybe when Sarah's done with the washing up, we can come back to the story about. We always like to talk about autism here as well.
Interesting with yeah. Now.
So it should be quieter now, and I've got the microphone quite far away, so hopefully it should be a bit better.
I think it's much better.
Excellent. Okay. So in America, it is not considered something that should be done. This spelling, which essentially is the only way that these extremely intelligent children are able to communicate, because again, they don't have the ability to control their bodies in any way. So they can't type like on a keyboard, because that's, well, they can, but not always. It depends on the child, etc. But normally they almost always need help to do this, because it's the best way to explain it is by touching a child on the hand, for example, like that. It's a way of allowing them to realize where their hand is physically in space. Okay, because of the fact that you have to do that. Of course, even if you touch their shoulder or something like that, the authorities seem to believe that that is you controlling what they're saying, which is obviously ridiculous. So,
I mean, if it's obviously ridiculous, but There is a tradition with autistic children of, like when they flap their hands for an adult or a trainer, basically to really suppress the child instead of, to also have those sessions go for 8 hours a day for a fairly young person, and it just can be a bit oppressive, I think. And I think we're right to have some concerns and to evaluate whether or not those techniques of training for autistic people are, even if they're humane, if they're a violation of human rights. And
Yeah, but
especially
what you
especially when the goal is to make the autistic person appear to be more quote unquote normal. Because for us, maybe hand flapping is, if I could sit here and flap my hands right now for about 5 minutes, I wouldn't be struggling to so much. Anyway,
You can just flap your hands all you want.
so
It's so good.
the thing is, the overwhelming view from every single autistic person that's able to spell has said is that it's very difficult for them to spell, but it's the only way that they can communicate with other people, except for this telepathy thing, which, seems legitimate from what I've seen, but obviously I'm not a scientist. I'm not, because it's non-scientific at the moment. I know it sounds ridiculous, but from watching this podcast, I feel, and if you watched it, you might even feel the same. I suspect you probably would feel the same, that they are actually the more capable people out of us normal people and them, if you know what I mean, because of their abilities, because of their the things that they can do with their minds,
one of my cousin's boys is nonverbal autistic.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got all sorts of assistive devices, iPads and things like that, and the younger child in the family is also autistic, but hyperlexic, and I mean, there's so many different ways that this manifests, and there is some communication, but it is genuinely a struggle to find any kind of tools that would help a profoundly nonverbal autistic person to engage in language, like we
Well,
know it, like verbal, speaking.
so yeah. The whole concept of it is really difficult because speaking is a fine motor skill. You're controlling
Exactly.
your your speech, whatever they call them, those things. And speaking is a fine motor skill, and you would expect that's the reason why they can't control it. They can, in most cases, and it takes a long time for them to get used to it. But spelling, it seems, from what I've learned recently, seems like the only way, or one of the only ways, that they can actually legitimately communicate properly what their feelings are. But it's very difficult for them because they don't even realize a lot of the time that they have a body, or they might know that they have a body, but they don't feel it because of the nature of their condition. So yeah, I'm going to send you a link for it anyway, because it's one of the most, to me, it's one of the most profound things I've actually listened to for probably in the last 10, 20 years, to be honest. Extremely interesting. But yeah, I mean, they're able to. So this whole issue of the ability to communicate, like telepathically and what have you, if you actually look at it from a scientific background or from a scientific perspective, it's been pretty much proven that particles, so an atomic, not an atomic, in quantum physics, you can look at particles and they communicate over great distances instantly. In quantum physics, and it's not. I guess if you were a very clever person, you could probably work out that maybe that's one of the ways in which this is happening. I don't know, but it all seems it's all above my head, but it's extremely interesting. Quantum entanglement, yes, correct. That's what I meant to say. I am a smart person, I think. So yeah. Anyway, there you go. Sorry, that was just me, sort of a bit of a rant going on there.
Oh, that's okay. Hi, above and beyond.
But Janelle, I would definitely be interested in you listening to this podcast, because you are much more knowledgeable about the whole autism thing than I am. And I'd be very interested to hear your opinions.
Yeah, maybe. I'm having that demand avoidance thing happening.
Oh, yes, sorry. Yeah, okay. Hey, look, you know that I would never tell you to do anything. I'm too scared of you to do that, but it's there. If you want to look at it, I'll send you a link anyway, but don't have to. It's up to you. You know, it's up to you, whatever. I'll shut up. I'm going to sit in the corner.
I'm generally kind of skeptical of anything that I view as being pseudoscience, and as soon as you say telepathy, and that my brain just goes back to, yeah, I don't know. Just give me a minute on it. I might find a way, but
So Janelle, I am extremely against pseudoscience, but I have to admit, once I watched this, I listened to this podcast, it has completely changed my way of thinking. Doesn't mean it's right necessarily. But it seems to have changed my way.
what's the study? What is happening? Who's doing it? Is it?
Oh, what? Sorry.
Because so much stuff can be put into a podcast, and like there's just it's a big fiction by a guy on a boat.
Yeah. So the person that's actually okay. So the lady that does the podcast is essentially she's doing the story about it, but the person that's doing the research is a very, very experienced, very specialist doctor who works specifically with savant syndrome, or whatever they call that thing where people get that savant thing going on. So an absolute expert in the field, with the backup of imaging experts who have been doing things like brain scans simultaneously at the same time when these alleged, and I say alleged because I don't know for sure, but it certainly looks that way, these alleged telepathy incidents take place. So they're doing it from a very, very scientific perspective.
Okay.
And
is it garbled for everybody or just me?
The way I'm speaking?
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of garble.
What's garble? I think it's interesting to hear about them, and I think yeah, I'm kind of yeah. I'm not.
I
I'm
think
not.
Janelle. I mean, I know Janelle does have connection problems, and from time to time, doesn't she? So it could
Yeah.
be that. Quantum entanglement has been scientifically proven. Thank you. Yes. I, oddly enough, I do follow things like that, but I'm a little bit out of the loop. I've been doing some study recently on a different subject, so I've got a bad memory as well, and I'm not an expert in any of this. But yeah, quantum entanglement. So yeah, do you know what? It's one of these things that is something that I wouldn't necessarily say is 100% truthful, but the way it's presented, the way it's being shown, not necessarily scientifically proven, slightly different to the way they prove it on the show, on the podcast, but it is extremely interesting to listen to, and if it's proven to be correct, then that is a massive paradigm shift for science in general and worldview, people's. So, and it seems legit, but then again, just because it seems that way doesn't necessarily mean it's true. But yeah, I guess it's one of those things you need to watch and guess for yourself. So, Maya, what are you drawing anyway? I haven't even asked that yet.
I'm not sure if I know. I'm trying to just make a mess, and I probably like chose the most difficult subject. But yeah,
You do have a habit of doing that, don't you?
I know.
Yeah,
That's okay.
yeah, definitely have a habit of doing that. So can we see that? Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that.
So I'm just zooming in a bit closer so people can see clearly what I'm trying to achieve here. I'm using a finer ink pen. This is one of those dippable ink pens to try and add a little detail. Hmm.
When it comes to yeah, stuff like the pseudoscience thing, and even because there's so much we don't know yet. So
Yeah.
even though people may not believe uh, believe it, it can be cool to know like different things, and then but not just believe it just because you like yeah, just you saw it on Facebook or you saw it on a YouTube, like, but then you can, oh wait, what's this, and you can go and
I mean,
search, and you can go and look for it yourself and see what you can find out.
I have full access to my university library, so
Right.
I can do the research. The thing is, though, and even before I watched this podcast, I've known for a long time that science is very unforgiving of anything they think is wrong, even though they haven't researched it. And it's not just things like telepathy or anything. Hello, Rika.
Rika.
It's just there's a lot of science knows best, so everything else is wrong that happens. There's a guy called his TED talk was banned because it was explaining how science avoids the truth sometimes. He got banned. I've forgotten his name. It's something. Oh, I can't remember. Jam. Jam is. I'm going to call you Jam T. There you go. That'll do. Do you know who I'm talking about? The guy that was banned, had a banned TED talk. I'll tell you in a second.
Professor Jim Al-Khalili has an excellent video on
I'll know as soon
quantum
as I'll know as soon as I'll get it. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. Where are we? Rupert Sheldrake. Yeah, if you watch it's available on YouTube. Rupert Sheldrake. His TED talk was banned because he's critical of science's lack of interest in studying things that they consider aren't possible, even when there's evidence there to say, well, actually, there's evidence here. Maybe we should look into it further, because regardless of what you think. So, Big G, the gravitational constant, supposed to be, 100% correct all the time and everything else. Do you know what? That seems to change over a period of time, and every 10 years or so, they actually update the books on that, because it seems to change. Well, why aren't they investigating it? Why is it changing? Why is it fluctuating at times? What's causing that? It's that sort of thing. Well, they just assume that it's one thing because it makes it easier for them, or so. I don't know what it is. You watch his channel, it'll make more sense. No, it's not Jim Al-Khalili, although it might be. I've not seen his one. I don't know if you've seen. Is Jim Al-Khalili on there then? There was only 5 that are banned, I think. No, Rupert Sheldrake, definitely worth watching. But hang on. How do I pronounce Anina? Anina, is it?
Anina, hi.
Hello.
Gel printing. Jelly printing, yeah. I have wondering about jelly printing. I might have to check out the jelly printing. I still haven't quite figured out. Yeah. So I'm trying the soft pastel today, and it's not going good, but it's okay. You don't. What's our saying? You don't learn from your successes, but you're from your messes. So
no, I should be learning a lot then.
So just make a mess, and then you learn something.
Yeah, I'm making a mess almost every single day, so I should be learning. I wonder if Janelle's coming back to us.
Her phone can be pretty stubborn about the StreamYard. I've been thinking about trying Restream. Because it's so expensive with the StreamYard.
So this is just I don't know. I haven't streamed myself for a long time. I used OBS for a bit though. That was alright, but that's free as well. Seemed to do the job.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course you can do the free version, but then then we can't stream to several, like to both
Yeah.
channels. And I'm kind of like I hate maybe I said before, I hate changes, and I'm extreme at hating changes.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm used to having StreamYard that I pay for and that I can um so I
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry.
used to, so I don't like use, and I've been like on with other people in their restream, but I'm like used to, but I think it's almost the same. But it's like it's I'm so like I hate changes so much. So if I've been watching like a TV, I don't watch much TV, but if I have a channel on like on the TV, and maybe oh no, I can't even change the channel. And now, like the piano, I like it today actually because for a week at least I have had a package that I'm going to send on my like the stool in front of the piano. So I couldn't play the piano because I couldn't move the box. It's like, but today I was like, "Hello, come on, Maya, you can move the box." So I actually moved the box today. So yeah, it's bad.
Janelle sent a message in chat. Jam, I will look at that one
Yeah,
from Jimal Kaluli. That looks interesting.
yeah, we have to.
Yeah. Janelle, I must apologise. I suspect that part of the problem is because I'm not currently staying at home where I normally live. I even though I'm using some of the same equipment, there might be something that's changed and I haven't noticed it. So I do apologise. I'll take the blame on this one.
Well, StreamYard can be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, StreamYard can be, and I know Janelle, you have issues with your
I
telephone from time to time as well.
and
So
I don't know if Restream is any better, but it's worth trying. But I think we kind of have to try just because now I have learned how to stream like to put streams on unlisted or private streams. Like I was like, oh my god, this is a whole new world.
StreamYard seems to be what most people use, though. So I don't know. I guess it also depends on your internet connection. I have a much better internet connection here where I'm staying than I do at home.
Okay.
Where when I'm at home, I use my mobile phone as a internet source.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't do that. Oh yeah. Right. Sorry. Hi, Kim.
Kim?
Yeah. The internet. Thank God I have a pretty good internet thing, but if the thingy doesn't work, it's like, yeah, what's the?
I get exceptionally frustrated when something doesn't work. So I completely understand what Janelle feels like right now. And it doesn't help that I was confused with the times either, does it?
Well, next time we can get it right next time. Let's
So yeah, we'll work harder next time. Lucy bought ink the other day, Maya, and is thinking about using it with a paintbrush, which I have tried, and I wouldn't say failed, but I haven't tried it again for a while. So I would say Maya is a bit more of an expert than I am.
you know what? On the ink, you are the expert. So what kind of ink did you buy? She's in England now, so she can go to the. Didn't you have some places you recommended?
Well, sorry, Lucy, what do you need? Do you need art shops and things?
No,
Depends where you're. I guess it depends where you're
previous,
living.
like the last time we were live, wasn't it?
Mm.
We were talking about it, and you had some places.
Yeah, send me an email, definitely.
Writing ink of some sort,
So I use
like black Indian ink.
Indian ink. Is if you've got Indian ink, that's pretty damn good. I've got drawing ink, which is, I guess, similar. But the only reason I got this one is because it's in a convenient size to go into my art tin. But I've got a bigger pot of proper Indian ink at home, which is awesome. Quilts uses OBS. Is OBS good? And can you use it with multiple people streaming? Is the question.
Oh yeah, hi quilts and chocolates. She makes some. Yeah, well, I don't know if it looks delicious. I wish I could taste this chocolate. That's. Mhm.
Alcohol. I guess alcohol would make it dry off slower, wouldn't it, than water?
Hmm?
In chat, someone called. I'm dyslexic. I'm not even going to attempt to try and read that.
Read what? The name?
Yeah.
Above and Beyond.
Oh, of course it is. And yeah, alcohol dries faster. Oh, really? Okay, that makes sense. I suppose it.
Yeah, that's.
Above and beyond. Yeah, so I did tell you I was dyslexic. So that's weird. I've just put pink on the leaf, not on the flower, which is what I wanted to do.
Huh.
Okay, well, we're going to have pink leaves and green flowers then.
Yeah.
Why not?
The heck. It's Saturday. It's allowed.
There's no reason why not. Could be an alien planet. Yeah, for those of you who have joined recently, I've been going through a bit of a depression cycle and haven't done any drawing for a while. And I feel as if I've completely lost my ability to do drawing, even though I'm sure that you will tell me otherwise.
Well, look at like if you
I'm
look
not.
at the flower, you had like it's
And
beautiful.
you're gonna say there's nothing wrong with it. I know, and you're probably right, but
I'm right. You know, I'm always
I'm
right.
course. You and Janelle, you always tell me things. I don't believe you. I do it. I realise that you're both right. I know. I know.
So have you looked at the color wheel, like how to use it, how to kind of read it?
I have briefly, yes, but what I was thinking at some point is I want to come onto another stream with yourself and Janelle, where you two are going to teach me how to use a color wheel.
Yeah, that could be
A color wheel stream.
yeah. You know, I have this one just hanging on the wall because the wheel thing was just a bit. So this is just hanging on the. I don't really use it so much, but yeah, it's good to have and to look at, especially in the beginning. Yeah, color wheel chit chat. Yeah, maybe we should do a color wheel chit chat. I've not been. I've not been doing like I haven't like for some reason like color theory and all that jazz wasn't so interesting to me because I just wanted to like, yeah, this I don't have time for this. I want to just go on like draw and paint. So, but at one point I was like, yeah, well, maybe it's not so bad to learn about it. But in the beginning, I had no idea that like, yeah, I knew there was a color wheel, but when people are making a painting and the colors kind of you can see that they fit together and it's like harmony. I was thinking that yeah, that's just because something they know in their head. That's
Yeah,
yeah,
my
I don't
theory.
know. So I was like, I was just yeah, well, just putting it together like whatever in the beginning. Then I realized, well, maybe it's not so. Maybe I could learn something about it.
See,
So
my theory on that is simple. I know you, and I know Maya, and I know other artists who can tell me what to do in these cases.
yeah, but you can also watch like YouTubers who actually because I don't feel I really know what I'm talking about. I just watch YouTube videos because I have no
I just have to go on mute just for a second. I'll be right back.
oh, it's good. I can just talk about the color theory. I'm not sure I can. I know. I don't know. Yeah, a few times my painting come out better when I did. Yeah, yeah. The color wheel. Yeah, it's not the worst thing to know. It's just a bit boring when you just want to paint and to know about the. I still have a trouble with that. The cool and the warm, like cool red and warm red and cool blue. Like to see the difference. I struggle.
Sorry about that.
Um,
My niece is staying with us today, and her brother just came over to pick her up. So I had to go and sort that out.
yeah,
That's why I disappeared for a moment there.
yeah,
Well,
like yeah. quilts that known to break the, because sometimes you can sometimes it can look really cool if you break the rules, and sometimes it's not cool at all if you break the rules. So if you
Yeah.
know what you are doing, you can do it intentional. But if you don't know what you're doing, it can be just good luck. You're lucky. But it's nice to know what you actually know what you're doing, because then you can do it again. If it's just lucky, then it's okay. What next time? How can I?
So, Maya, regardless of what anyone says, these leaves are definitely pink in real life. And I haven't made a mistake here. And the flowers are definitely green.
Yeah, and that's the thing also, that you can. Oh, I have a. Hang on. Oh, my fingers are so. I got this nice book. Look at this nice book I got for Christmas from my friend. And here I can write different stuff. So this is kind of my here I can from inches to centimeters and gallons and all the time zones, and so I kind of have anyway. But so like a saying, the colors get all the credit, but the value does all the work. So if you have the values right, you can paint whatever in whatever color, just stupid colors that's not real, realistic colors, but it looks real. It looks right. If you have the values right, it looks right no matter what color you have. So
No, I'm not live on my stream. I was late because, like a complete numpty, I got the times wrong. Because Janelle, myself, and Maya, all three of us are in different time zones. And it turns out I can't read a watch properly, or I can't work out time. It's the first time it's happened to me, I think. But it's very frustrating for me. And the reason I'm not on my stream is because I didn't want to be any later than I already was. There we go, BG5. Anina, goodbye. Have a lovely dinner.
oh yeah, goodbye. Have a good weekend. Marla says it looks like a Christmas cactus plant. I'm
Really?
not sure I know what that is, but yeah.
I'll take your word for it. I would. What's BG? Oh, was I using the wrong thing? Oh, I don't know. I give up. No.
The wrong thingy.
Okay. Ooh, let's have a look. What can we do here? 101. 101.
I hope no one. I hope none of you are like really like are good soft pastel artists, because you'll probably like rip your head out, rip your hair out watching me.
I know this might sound strange, but I actually quite like this now that I've done the colours the wrong way round.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not.
I kind of like it, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. And so, yeah, the markers. Do you like the markers?
Yes, I think that they are pretty good, but I think I'm limited in what I can use them for, because they don't have the same effect that I would want them to have, but that's only because they're cheap markers and they're water-based, they're not ink-based. But they definitely have their uses. I mean, stuff like this, depends how
Or
you use them, because they don't
you
blend
don't.
as well.
You don't want them to be water based. You want them to be ink based.
Yes, I bought an ink-based one, just one pen, to try it. It was a very good one from my local art
But
supply shop, and it's the ink blends really well. Whereas this, if I go over the color and I go over it twice, and it gets double the depth, and then it's just becomes a problem. Then, doesn't look very nice. I want it to
so,
be
but
more blendy.
alcohol markers, are they more blendy?
Yeah, Jeff PTS Alive says so, and the one I've had seems to be more blendy. Yeah.
Maybe the ones I have is not. Yeah, they are not like. Well, they're supposed to be okay, but yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not. Well, okay, ink, not al. Do you mean so like alcohol ink?
Alcohol ink, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by quilt.
Whereas these ones are alcohol. Sorry, no, water-based ink. Acrylics, yeah, I've got some acrylics at home. I wouldn't claim to be particularly good with them or anything. I'm more of an ink person at the moment, and watercolor. I haven't done any watercolor for a long time.
I know. Yeah, you really got the ink going, but if if inks make you happy, you can you. It's ink is the yeah.
Yeah, I mean, seems good to me right now. I got no issue with it, so why not? Seems to do the job.
Yeah. So now with the pastels, now I can't. All the blues I have is they are just not the right blue that I want. So
Yes, indigo always makes me look terrible when it comes to art. Well,
no.
different, but I'm always frustrated at how Maya can produce such wonderful art pieces, and I can only copy from other people's work because I just can't come up with my own ideas. I think that's a mental health issue, or maybe an autistic thing. I don't know.
Well, I am looking at the picture that I'm not just taking it from my head.
Mm.
Because I struggle to like, or I can come up with something for like a split second and like, oh yes, I can do that. And but before I kind of get started, it's too late. I don't remember what, or yeah, no, like the thing I'm picturing in my head is like suddenly gone, and yeah, here we go.
Mm. So there you go. It's a weird flower slash. I don't know what would
Something.
happen. Oh, I've got an idea.
Oh,
Ooh. Let's have a look. On this wonderful software that I use, I'm able to turn the image inside out. It makes sense in my head, I promise.
inside out.
Yeah. And now, what am I thinking of here?
Yeah, indigo. It's something like that. I'm trying. But like I said, soft pastel is not really my. Yeah,
Okay.
but I do enjoy it sometimes. Right.
Okay. What I'm trying to do makes sense in my head.
Okay. It's not outside your head.
No, I know exactly what I'm trying to do, but I can't put it into words. And and I know I can do it because I've done it on here before. Okay.
Yeah. Pompey says invert is the word.
Yeah. You know when you turn the white into black and the black into white and all that stuff, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not on this software. I don't know.
You left it at home. So when are you going home again?
Beginning of February. Is that what I mean? No, that's the hue. Actually, yeah, if you change the hue 180 degrees on itself, then you get that. So yeah, look, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, that looks cool.
Well, it kind of works. Yeah. Anyway, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So, what was the thing that you taught me, Maya? Contrast. Contrast. Yeah. So if I use contrast, it helps me to work out where. So hang on. Saturation, first of all. Take out
Yeah,
all the
like
color.
yeah. Look, you have what? Oh,
Sorry.
but you have
And
good contrast.
yeah, so take out all the color, and then that sort of shows you the whole
Yeah.
contrast situation. And then if you really wanted to, you could tweak the contrast levels.
Do you see the leaves? The leaves could like it could have been a bit, but yeah, okay, because it's red. It could have been even lighter, like you had some highlights of the,
At the top. Yeah. I
or
don't
at the,
I
yeah.
don't actually have my white pen with me, so I can't do anything about that. But that's okay. I can live with that. It's just one of these.
But you really like the contrast, because in the beginning you didn't quite, when we started talking, you wasn't quite sure how to. Now you nailed the contrast. Now I think quite good.
This is sharpness. I set all things to auto normally, but I'm just sort of playing around at the moment, seeing what we can do. Yeah, with saturation. But the hue, I think, is always good fun because you can make things turn different colors. It's quite psychedelic. Oh, I can turn the flash on my camera on and off. Nice.
The flash.
So much functionality on this thing. It's awesome. I just don't know
Is
how to use most of it.
it do you use a phone?
Yeah, okay. So the way my setup is at the moment, I have an old mobile telephone which is connected through Wi-Fi slash Bluetooth, whichever one it is, I can't remember, to my laptop, and using a piece of software called Camo Studio Pro. I can set this as the official webcam for the laptop, and then when I go into StreamYard, in settings, go into the camera settings, and then I just select the camo thingy tab, and then basically it shows up whatever I want on this thingy. But because the camera has multiple cameras to it, I've got options. I can use different cameras on the phone itself if I need to, or I can use different levels of zoom as well. And then obviously all the other functionality like the hue, saturation, and everything else, I can change all of that as well. But it also has auto image enhancement tools as well. which confused me a lot. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff it will do.
Yeah, I tried the Como thingy.
Oh yeah, how'd you get on?
Yeah, it works great. Well, um, yeah, it works great. It works great, but there was something. Now I don't even remember uh, what the problem was that I had. But like one of the things I wanted to do, I wasn't able to, but it could connect my phone. So because I've been wondering how do I have to be able to use the phone as a webcam
Mm.
back when the stream connected to, because I didn't know how to do that.
Yeah,
Uh,
so Camo definitely works for that.
yeah, so it did, but I couldn't. I can't connect both the phone, like use the phone as a, if I was going to use two cameras,
Mm.
to have both the phone and
Yeah,
the
I don't.
webcam connected at the same time. Something I don't remember even what the like. Yeah, something.
That's way too technical for me. It's way too technical for me. But I still do and able to use my camera Lucida, which is quite cool.
Yeah, have you? Yeah, maybe you haven't tried that so much.
I'm thinking about doing something on that tomorrow, actually, because I've got all the equipment I need to do that with. It's
Yeah.
So for those of you in chat that don't know, camera Lucida is a method where normally it would be done with like a prism or some mirrors, and it allows you to look forward through this little device, and the image
And
is
the
essentially
and
cut
the,
in
the
two, so you can see what's ahead of you, but you can also see what's on the page. So for example, you're
and
looking at
that little device is quite expensive, right?
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one that I've made essentially for completely free. When I say made, it's more of I've looked at a YouTube tutorial and happen to have the parts available. So essentially, it's very simple. I've got the same mobile phone camera set up, and then all I do is pull up a file on my laptop, a document, an image file, whatever that image might be that I want to draw, and then I use a bit of free software called, I think it's called Windows Top. I tell a lie, Windows Top. And Windows Top allows you to take, let's say you've got that image and you wanted that whole thing, you can make it transparent. So you can make it to whatever level of transparency you want. So you hold the image that you want in the right position and you maneuver it on your camera or on your screen to wherever you want it to be, and then you make sure your page is in the right place. And I use these clips to put the paper in the right place and keep it there. And then once you've done that, once you've got it to the right settings and everything else, and then you just get yourself I would recommend a fine pencil like a Derwent's Precision 0.5 millimeter or something, and then you can sketch around the bits on the image because you're seeing a transparent image, so you would be tracing around to that, and then yeah, that's it. The only thing you really need to do is just work on getting the position of the camera right. Ideally you want it directly above, looking straight down. But yeah, once you've done that, it's all free. Windows Top is free, and all you really need to do is find the image that you want to do. And I recommend using the standard image software on your, or picture software. What do they call it? Let's have a look. What's the software called? Um, oh, for goodness sake. Like the Windows, when you open an image, it just opens up in the Windows standard image box thing. Well, I don't know. I'm not computer minded, but yeah, once it opens up in that, then you just move that into position you want it. The size takes a bit of time, fiddle around with it, get it right, and then as soon as you've done that, job done. Just make it transparent, and then you can see what's underneath or above or whatever. It's really simple, and honestly, even an idiot like me can do it. So anyone could do it, really, I think. So yeah, so it's recommended if you want to have a go at that. There's tutorials on YouTube. There's some really good tutorials there, but it's a way of doing it for free. So, Maya,
Yeah.
it's hit the 2 hour mark. Now I know that I was a bit late, but I'm going to call it a day, if
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
And I'm then going to email Janelle and apologise uh, for all the chaos I've caused today, and then I'm going to head off to bed and watch a movie before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's quite early.
I hope we can. I hope you feel
Sorry about the noise
better
there.
and
Yeah, do you know what? I am a lot better, and even just coming on here with yourself and Janelle has helped a lot. And I was I went on to a live for Rika's birthday the other
yeah.
day. That was quite fun. I went on there.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, just briefly, I went on there just to say happy birthday to Rika and stuff like that. And I'm watching art streams. So watching the art streams that yourself and Janelle have done has helped me a lot as well. So I appreciate it. And I would like to say thank you to everyone in chat for being here, putting up with me as well. And thank you to you, Maya, for having me on. I really appreciate it. And Janelle as well for having me here, even though
Yeah.
Janelle had to leave a little while ago.
Yeah, she did. She had the technical difficulties was.
Yeah.
She sent me a mail and it's fine. But
Janelle's saying Brad is one great big technical difficulty. And I'm saying, yeah, I don't disagree with that. So, yeah. I shall leave you to it. Are you
yeah, I'm
staying on
going
for a bit?
to. Huh?
Are you going to stay on for a bit?
Um. No, I think I'm going to. What I have to do. I have to be as usual. So and
Okie dokie.
I just feel a bit bad because I never finish anything. I am always just I start something and I just like, yeah, okay, done, because I am just slow. But this is almost done, I think, right? Not completely, but
Yeah.
it's not too bad. What do you think?
I love it. I think it's awesome. I would say that you have done the Aurora Borealis in the background. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Which you get where you live because you are
Oh
within the
yes.
Arctic Circle, aren't you?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Whereas I am considerably more south and I don't get that sort of thing. So,
The fun thing with doing the streams, because I think it looks better on camera than it does in real life. So uh, so that's kind of okay. I'm not going to argue.
yeah, I
Uh,
love it. I love it. I don't know if you're able to, but you might want to show chat that amazing photograph that you took of the Northern Lights when you were walking a few weeks ago.
Didn't I show that last time?
You may have done, yeah. You may have done. Oh, actually, yes, I remember you did. Right, I'm going to leave you to it.
Yeah. Yes.
Again, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate that. And I'll
I'm
leave
so
you to
glad.
I'll leave you to close off the chat and do whatever it is you need to do. And thank you,
Yeah.
you lovely people, for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
Okay,
Brad, and we will talk. Brad.
we'll talk soon. I'll text you later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye. Yeah. Now I was in the groove, so I just have to finish the kind of icy thing here. I will have a huge cleanup job to do when I'm because I wish it wasn't. Yeah, I wish it wasn't quite as messy as this because it's actually fun. The northern light and the sky, it didn't turn out quite as I wanted, but I'm blaming the paper and I'm blaming I don't have like the best soft pastels, so that's kind of okay also that we can just blame your equipment and say, yeah, no, I can't. So, yeah, but doesn't it look fun? Don't you want to be dirty? Don't you want to? Yeah, it doesn't look that bad actually, like on on the in the camera. I think I just have to a little bit more green here in the water. The thing when you're making like reflection in the water is to make sure that that it actually fits and it sounds like it shouldn't be so hard, but it can be hard because if you get it completely wrong, then it really shows. Um, maybe okay. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I think it's done. I think you can say that's done. Hi, Carrie Ann. Good morning. Oh, yeah, wait. Oh. I have pastel pencils. Maybe I can try the trees with the pencils just to see if that will work. Yeah, no. No, that doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Oh, well. This is the part when I can't stop. I just keep going and going until I destroy it, and it's just not. They're supposed to be good, but they are not so good. Just make some to like define. Define, is that the word? Okay. Okay, stop. So, there you go. My my beautiful so do I stop? No, it doesn't. Like, what's wrong with me? Okay, no. Okay. There you go. I think we're I need to go and do a little cleaning. And the thing with this, like, you breathe in the pastel because it's just dust. So yeah, I feel like I have to clean my nose and my throat and everything. Okay. Well, hi Joe. Well, yeah. I'm just about to wait. Oh. I have to define this edge a bit, maybe. And I will just have a trash can standing here so I can just, because never blow. For God's sake, never blow. It will, yeah. But that's natural. I've done that sometimes, and because that's the natural thing. Like we just blow, and not recommended at all. For goodness sake, please, can you stop? Stop. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Looking good. Yeah. Thank you to everyone who came, and hopefully next time we can have a sorted out some technical difficulties, and Brad can learn how to you can learn what's time zone, even though we are just like 1 hour, so it should be. I think you can do it, Brad. I know you can do it. I'm just joking. You can do it. But it's easy to mess up the time zones, that's for sure. And it's just yeah, the time zones are a bit annoying, but it would be even more weird if we didn't have them. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, thank you to everyone, and have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.